guys, it's Oberstadt. In today's video, I figured I would do something a little bit differently. I did set up my webcam so that you could see me doing this, but Wondershare, I guess, only has the record your screen feature or the webcam feature, so we'll figure this out. I figured I would do a shop with me on Colourpop's website. I don't think I'm logged into my account, but yeah, my bag is empty. I've seen Lauren Mae Beauty do this a lot, but there are quite a few things on here that I actually would like to pick up, and I don't know. I figured it would be fun to go through the Colourpop website and look at some of the new things that they have, as well as some of the other things that they've had on their website for a while that I've been like lusting after. And I figured that we could go through this and you guys could get a better understanding of like my thought process behind looking at some of these sites. Now I'm not on like a low buy or a no buy, but I'm on a I don't have money to buy kind of thing. So if you guys worry about, you know, looking at videos or products and you like the ooh shinies, but you also don't have the money to buy anything, this is just kind of something fun to do. I figured we could start off, and I'll probably be going through all three of the different, you know, sites between Colourpop, the Soul Body, and the Fourth Ray Beauty, but we'll do the other two at the end. And this is just a for fun video. These are things that I will eventually buy, as long as they have them available. I will end up getting a lot of the things that I'm putting in my cart, but just to show you how expensive my taste is on a very affordable website, I figured this would be fun. So that's what this is, and hopefully you have fun like I do. So we're going to start off. There is a palette that I've wanted for a while, and I don't know if it's going to be easier to do this. You know what, it might be easier to come here to the collabs page, because there is a palette that Katheleenlights made that I've wanted for a while, which is this one right here. It's the So Jaded, and it's always like out of stock. Oh, it's actually in stock. So I've wanted this palette for a while, and my friend Sylvia and I, we've talked about both getting it. We wanted it for like the holidays, and neither of us could afford it. Now, I do not like the fact that there are specific like pressed glitters, like this bronzy shade in the center I think is a pressed glitter, the silver one's a pressed glitter, and I think this first one's also a pressed glitter. But I love, because I'm pagan, I love crystals and I love gemstones and things like that. My dad is a jeweler. He's a metalsmith. That was something that he did when he went through his midlife crisis, was, you know, he put himself through jewelry school and learned how to do settings and stones and that kind of thing. And we actually have a jewelry workshop here at my house. And I learned how to do a lot of that stuff. I used to work for a beading store where we sold beading supplies and raw or rough cut gemstones, semi-precious stones, things like that. So I really am all about the crystals. Something that I really don't talk about here on YouTube, but it's something that I enjoy. So these are colors here that I would usually avoid, 100% avoid. These are like the colors that make me look completely sick. But like, I love how they've broken these down into different like color sections. You've got your purples, your blues, your greens, your reds, you know, your ooh shinies. So I like the fact that they did that. Mainly this like very bottom row and these like main top three rows is where I'd be drawn, minus this like mustard shade in the center. That one there just looks awful, even though it's citrine. You know, there's a couple of shades in here. I think, if I remember correctly from all the videos that were put up about this, that there was a couple of shades that I didn't quite agree with due to like the coloring of them. It's just, you know, I guess personal preference and knowing what the actual natural stones look like, things like that. Like for instance, the smoky quartz shade right here, it's pink. Smoky quartz is actually a gray. It's a dark gray. It has no pink in it, no purple. So this is like one of those like pet peeves of mine. Fluorite is actually usually white, or I should say clear green or red. I mean clear green or purple. So an ametrine is usually yellow, not this like burgundy color. So there's just a few things that, like, the stone colorings didn't quite make sense to me. Like this emerald shade, where's the jewel tone? Like the sapphire shade, where's the jewel tone? It's just a navy blue and a shade of green. When I think emerald, I think of a nice, rich, deep, rich jewel toned green. But this is just one of those things. So I mean, it was just one of those things. Those were like the little things that bugged me. The shades are beautiful, but they do not match the stones that they were named after. So it was just a pet peeve. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my bag. So that's like the first item that I've been lusting after. So I'm gonna go back a page. I don't think there's anything else. I do have her Libra shadow because I am a Libra, but I only bought like the single shadow. That's a pretty blush. The I Need Space. And see, this blush Lunar has it. I'd probably use as a bronzer. Yeah, I have this Libra shade right here. I already own that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else there that I would, that's like tickling my fancy. Let's go on to Safia Nygaard. Looks like the majority of her stuff is sold out. I wanted like this first lipstick here. I wanted that one, and I wanted this like purpley one, but I see that most of her stuff isn't there. There was a few things from Disney I wanted. And mainly it's like the part of the villain collection. I mean, the Frozen stuff is pretty, but I didn't see anything that I was like, ooh, I have to have that. So let's click shop all collections for Disney. Because I think it was Ursula and Maleficent that I had my eye on. Okay, that gloss is super pretty, but the Beauty and the Beast bundle is pretty as well. You know, I don't know if I have like a favorite like princess. To be honest, I don't think I have like a favorite. I mean, I love Beauty and the Beast. I think that one and The Little Mermaid are my favorites out of all the Disney movies, but I don't have like a favorite. The Kissed Frog shade's pretty, but I also like frogs. Oh, I was gonna say, where's the rest of it? Okay, here it is, Cruella. This Super Shock Shadow, or highlighter, is one thing that I really wanted. To be honest, I'd buy all the bundles. And since that's the only one here, I'm going to grab it. I think the Maleficent one was also a highlighter that I wanted, and a lip color. Nope, definitely not the lip color. Get off my screen. I'm not feeling any of those lip colors. I like this color here, though. The Coronation shade, that is pretty. And it looks like it would be light enough to work for me. This is also pretty, but I have like a bazillion blushes that color. Okay, now this purple shade, yep, I'm going to add that. That's me. I don't think I have a purple highlighter. I have a blue one. Meh. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm moving on. They have a couple of lipstick options that I was looking at. I want to try a couple of their lip crayons. And that girl Shay XO had done a video where she like swatched all like the bundles and stuff. And there was a couple that like really grabbed my attention. And it's mainly shades that I don't really wear. Okay, this color here is really pretty. These two like brownish shades. I don't really have like a lot of brown lipsticks. And then there was a cherry one I am not seeing. That might have been it, but that doesn't look like the right shade of red. Those are both pretty shades too. The coconut one. We'll stay with that. I don't own any lip products from Colourpop at all. I have a brow product, I have a shadow palette, and I have some liners. Hello? I thought I clicked it. And from what I understand, like these lip colors, some of them look darker, like see, if you look at the 21 Questions shade, it looks like a pretty nice mauve, but if you look, it looks a lot muted in the pictures, and that's one thing that I worry about, is some of these lip colors, they say they look one way on the website, but when you go to put them on, like this looks like a red here. The little snow one looks red, but then you look at the pictures and it's like a berry shade. Like, what the hell is that? And Anna looks like a brown shade. Yeah, it's kind of a brown shade. It's a cool tone brown. It's actually a pretty shade. But when I look at these, a lot of these are colors that I like have, and I'm currently only looking to fill the gaps of colors that I do not own, which would basically be a different color orange. I have one orange lipstick. Holy crap, that's pink. That Casanova shade, wow. Ooh, there's an orange. Okay, I'll add that to the bag. That one I like. And I like shades like this, but I've got like 3 or 4 products that are this color, so I'm trying to stay away from like picking up duplicate stuff. I don't really do like lip pencils or lip glosses or things like that. So let's go back to eyes and do eyeliners. There's a couple of eyeliners that I really was interested in trying. The Jelly March, I have like 5 or 6 of those in my like wish list because I think they're beautiful, but I think after watching Angelica Nyquist talk about how they dry out so quick, I worry. I have the liquid version of this one. I have, there it is, Graceland. I have Graceland. I want this one, this red one. I'm gonna add that. The Teaspoon and Prance, I'm gonna add both because I don't have a pastel blue like that. I have Punch. There's another yellow that I want to get that they have. The puppy liner I like. Crybaby I would probably add too, but I have another shade that's similar to Lilac. Oh no, the other orange one's not here. They have another orange one that... or another yellow one that is different than this. Yeah, you can see the yellow here. It's this one right here. It's like a neon yellow. I like the neon green too. I'd buy both of those. That would be awesome to get like the entire vault. I used to have that Get Paid liner, but they don't have it anymore. And, oh, it is right here. Oh, it's in the new packaging. Okay, I had Get Paid. It's like this beautiful, like rosy gold colored liner, and it's beautiful, and it glides on like a dream. Is that purple? Ooh. Oh, it's out of stock. Well, there goes that idea. Alright, let's do the Jelly Much. I'll do 2, okay, maybe 3 of the Jelly Muches. There's like so many on here that I really love. Like this Buttercup shade is stunning. But again, it has like barely any color to it, so I was trying to do like things like this one here, this Hallucinogenius. I love this color. The No Rest for the Vivid is going in my bag. And it looks like the blue one that I liked isn't on here. Okay, we'll add this one. I'd prefer to get the blue looking one, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Super Shock, there's like at least 2 that I know of that I've talked about in other videos that I would definitely buy if I had the money. One of them is like a super hot pink shade, and one of them is a beautiful green. Okay, there's a Slave to Pink. I'm not quite sure if that was it or if there was another one. And there's no more products. So we're going to add this Green Empire. And we're going to do Slave to Pink. I think that might be it. I'd have to pull up the folder. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so here we have my Colourpop folder. This is the one that I used for my video last time. And there's the one green that I liked. And it was Slave to Pink. So it's right here. So, yeah. These were the items that I had. Let's see if I can find that Jelly Much. Is it in here? I guess not. Huh. Oh well. this just shows you that this is the graphics and stuff, and I still wouldn't mind getting Fame and Fortune. I do not think they have them on their website anymore. Let me go back and look. Right now we have 13 in the cart. The Bear With Me is nice. If I got this palette and the Katheleenlights palette, I would get rid of my Morphe palette from Jaclyn Hill. Hands down. This one's also pretty. I don't understand these like random like pops of yellowish gold in there. Doesn't make sense to me. And they don't have them on the website anymore. Oh, maybe they just didn't load. Okay, that looks like it's all. That's all of them. So I don't see Fame or Fortune on here anymore, but I would like to get both of them. I know Shelly from Geek Out of Water has them. I've also liked this, but again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 press glitters at least in there, and I do not really, in a single format like this, I don't mind it. But, and I would never buy anything from this chick here, ever. But when they're in palettes like this, I don't like it, even though I know you can take them out and whatnot, replace them. I just find that trying to remove shadows from a palette like this, unless it's magnetic, it makes it difficult, and I don't like having pressed glitters in a palette because then the glitter seems to get on everything else. It's literally like the herpes of makeup, so it's bad. Let's see, Colourpop. Let's build our own palette. A lot of the times when I try and do this, it has a lot of the colors that I want out of stock, and I know that there's like all these beautiful shades that I would love to like have in a palette, but I also like color. So let's see. That's a pretty shade. Bratty. Sandbar, hell yes. Hop On is pretty. Manifest is also pretty, and so is Eris. Backstage has been in my list before, and Tiki and Take Flight. So those are all the mattes. Let's do metallics. I'm going to go with Gridlock and Heavenly on this one, even though I want this one. That basically matches the Super Shock that I put in the cart already, so we'll stay away from that one for right now. And I love this like Paradiso shade. I'll add it. Antimatter, I think, is this one up here. Yep, that's Antimatter. And then Earthshine. Heavenly was in here. So let's add Earthshine. Glass Bowl I own, and it's a beautiful shade. I have Palooza in my other, like my Honey palette, so we'll stay away from that. Let's do a light one. Okay, we're gonna do Now and Zen. That was also on that video that I did. Liar Liar I own. Tickled is pretty. Okay, screw it. Just do Star Child too. Baseline I know is one that I wanted as well, and Mr. Sandman and Neutrino. Did I put Paradiso in here already? No. Where are you? Did I miss you? Hello? Paradiso, where did you go? Or did I already put you in? Oh, I did. Whoops. So I can pick 4 more. Okay, so we're gonna do Conjure Up. I'll do Coy. Do Mariposa. I like Poodle as well. Okay, now the funny thing is, now these are all like in funny configurations, because if it was me, I would have like the two yellows here, and then the two oranges, and then the like white shade, and then I would do like greens and then blues and then pinks and then purples. So I would probably rearrange that, but this just gives you an idea. There's a whole lot of like, look at this, a whole lot of like pinky purples and then some pops of color. Holy crap, we're at 171 bucks. Wow. Now for face, they have a few face things that I've wanted to try for a while. I like foundation sticks because I have super dry skin. I like my Makeup Revolution one, even though it's a little bit too dark for me. So we're gonna do fair and warm, and what's the lightest one? 5. Okay, we're gonna add that to the bag. Hopefully it's not too dark. And we're gonna go back a screen, see what else they have. I don't like putting foundation on with brushes. I like my fingers or a sponge. Alright, let's do concealer. I have their white concealer, so I know that I can mix it with another one. I've heard mixed reviews about the hyaluronic one, so let's go to this one. And again, we're going to do fair and warm. What shade are you? 4. Because I have the white one, I think I'm going to go a little darker because I can always mix it. Oh, that looks peach. I'm going to look warm. Oh, that's way too dark. Okay, we'll add 6 in. I need to go back to Ulta and see if they have these so I can swatch them and see what the shades are like. See, I put warm. It says rosy, cool undertones. You don't want rose if you're a yellow undertone. What the hell? Golden warm concealer for very fair skin. Golden warm concealer. Okay, I'll add this one. It might be a little dark. And we're gonna get rid of that one there. Well, I don't want nothing with rose in it because pink on my skin looks awful. Alright, we're gonna go back. Let's see what they have for powder. I don't really powder that often because again, dry skin. Yeah, I'm not feeling either of those. Highlighters. Sign me up. Where do I get them? Let's see if I can use this and see if that helps. Ooh, this is one that I've loved for a while, but I'm not really into like cream products. Over the Moon, I think, was also in that folder. Let me look. We got Hippo, Over the Moon, and Monster, and Spellbound were the highlighters that I pulled off before. And I think this one has like a iridescent shift. Hippo's out of stock. That's a blush. I'm in the highlighter section. Why am I seeing blushes in here? And this is Samantha March's favorite, but it looks a little dark for me. I like going to shades like this because I'm so pale. Alright, let's do blush and bronzer. And again, I'm going to see if I can use the fair section. It's nice that they have all these like options on here so that, you know, people depending on how deep your skin is can like get a better idea. Spectacle looks too warm for me. That would definitely be a nope. Not seeing anything that tickles my fancy yet. Here, kitty kitty, that's a funny name. That's actually quite cute. I'm not seeing anything that jumps out at me. Makeup sponges, nope. Don't want those. I just watched Teresa's Dead talk about how you can get the Shop Miss A sponges for $1. Don't buy the Colourpop ones. I watched that video this morning. Brushes, build your own, collabs, crushes, collections. Oh, let's look at brushes. I like brushes. I like affordable brush bundles. $30. And 10 brushes? I hate fan brushes. Okay, I'm not seeing any. Spoke too soon. Still not seeing anything that's grabbing me. So let's go into Soul Body. I like that Colourpop is saying that they're not using like retouched photos so that you see what these girls and guys look like, what their skin really looks like underneath the products. Oh, that's pretty. And I like using oils. If it was me, I'd probably want like a set of like the minis or something. So yeah, this one here I'm gonna add because it's got like 4 different shades. The darker ones I doubt would even show up too dark on me. And if I did, I'd probably put them on my legs because, well, they're probably the palest part of my pale self. I like that pink shade though, that is pretty. I think that's the only thing there I would get. With Fourth Rate Beauty, and I know I've seen some of the skincare people on YouTube talk about how some of these are good and some of them aren't. There's quite a few of these that I would be interested in trying. Let's see, do they have... Oh, they do. Skin type. Let's do dry, because I have dry and sensitive skin. Usually they kind of go hand in hand. Now we just gotta wait for this stuff to load. So I'm gonna take a coffee break. I have a hyaluronic acid serum that I bought from Walmart that was like 15 bucks. So $16 for this isn't that expensive. I'm gonna add that. I love rose fragranced stuff. I see a lot of people talking about niacinamide. I've taken niacin before, but I've never really taken or done anything with that. Ooh, okay, let's do this instead. And then bye-bye you. Alright. Okay, you can go away now. Alright, now that everything's loaded. The acai one I was interested in as well as the papaya one. I don't have any reactions to acai. Papaya I'm not quite so sure about. I hate anything coconut. The vitamin C serum, the fact that it's in a clear bottle would be a big nope. A milky cleanser? No. Avocado mask, that sounds delicious. I mean, hydrating. I think I would probably do like one of these oils here too, because I do a lot of oil. Marula oil is really, really good for dry skin, but let's see what this Skin Hero has in it. Argan, baobab, strawberry seed. And see, had they put marula oil in here, that would have been better for dry skin. Moisturizing, soothing, and restoring. Alright, I'm going to go back a page and I'm going to look at the marula oil. Because again, argan oil is mainly for people that have like oily skin, not dry. Yes, it does hydrate on dry skin, but it's not targeted for our skin. It also helps with people that have like oily hair. It's a really good oil for that as well. This one has vitamin C and E in it. Alright, we'll add that to the bag. Almost at $300. Alright, that sounds like a normal wish list shopping trip for me. See, I like this vault idea for the Colourpop Super Shocks, but again, a lot of people say that they dry out. I have one that I have in my collection, and I don't know how that would work. I wouldn't mind having this either, but I already have the Honey palette, so... Oh, those are the gel liners. Ooh. Yes, please. I could do like artsy stuff with it. This looks like Kim Kardashian makeup here. I don't like that. Yuck. I would never buy anything from a Kardashian or a Jenner ever. Alright, so I think that's everything. So let's look at the shopping cart. Let me see if I double click it. No. Okay. So it looks like it doesn't have me logged in, which is fine. And it looks like Honey found coupons. Go away. I use Rakuten and Honey and Shop Tagger and Swag Bucks and things like that to help me find like discounts and earn cash back and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you use these kinds of sites, oh, and you can always like find somebody's discount code, like Samantha 10 or is it Samantha 5? I know they gave me one from my last order that like saves you like 5 or 10% off your order. I mean, you can find codes from anywhere to use. So looking at this, holy crap, I'm at $353, and those gel liners is what did it. So I've got a little bit of skincare, some face products, a couple highlighters, some shadows that went in a palette, the palette, 2 Super Shocks, 2 of the Jelly Much, a bunch of more liners, a couple of lip products, another 2 highlighters, and a palette. I think, like I said, I would be willing to do, like if I was able to place an order on Colourpop, these are things that I would feasibly want to buy and will eventually buy these products when I have the money. So it's not unreasonable for me to sit here and do this because I know these are things that I have looked at for a while. As you guys can tell from my like folder here, I've got Maleficent in here. You know, there's the rainbow palette that I talked about. There's the Cruella collection that I also wanted. This mint chip that was limited edition. I love both of those shades. I've got several of the liners in here. Again, the foundation stick is in here. There's the, I think that was the Orchid bundle there. Oh, that was it. The Gimme S'mores. That was the color collection that I was looking for. But these are the products that I had saved off a while ago that I was interested in buying. So I know that the order in my basket isn't unreasonable because these are things that I've been looking at for a while, and I will eventually, you know, until Colourpop discontinues them, I would be interested in buying these. So hopefully this was fun for you guys. I like doing stuff like this. I will sit and just look at a website and put a whole bunch of stuff in my cart and then leave the website afterwards, and it's like I don't know, it's kind of cathartic to me to look at all the ooh shinies and the new things and the pretties and stuff like that and then not check out because of course I don't have the money for it. I've got like $2 or $3 in my checking account and that's it. So you know, this is fun for me to do. If you guys would like me to do more of these, then let me know. I would be interested in doing them for like shop with me at Ulta or shop with me at Sephora or shop with me at like, you know, BH Cosmetics and things like that. So when I'm on the sites, I can talk about products I do have and products I won't buy, and you know, the reasons why I wouldn't buy something, or talk about some of the things like that while I'm doing the videos. So if you guys are curious, then let me know. I am Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in another video very soon. Have a good one. Bye.